Here's the truth. Being chosen is easy. It's cheap, actually. A man will choose you for 1,000 different reasons, and almost none of them have anything to do with you.
Coming closer, now that I'm a mess, tangled up in wires, I can't catch my breath, I run.
He chooses you because you're attentive, because you have a place where he can crash, because you make him feel good when his ego needs a boost, because you're available when he's lonely or just bored. And you see, none of those reasons, none of them require you specifically. They require a woman who happens to check a box at the right moment, who just happens to be available, who happens to say yes, or who doesn't say a firm no. And that's how you can tell. You see, choose is about him, where cherished is about you. And this distinction matters because being chosen in the moment can feel really good. It feels like being wanted, but it's not the same thing. And confusing the two things is how good women like yourself end up giving years, sometimes a lifetime, to men who were never actually invested in them. He could have swapped you with Susie, Sally, Carrie, Jamie, Jesse, whoever. He just happened to choose you. So let's get specific. Here are 5 reasons why a man is choosing you and why each one is not the green flag you think it is. The first one is that he's consistent, but only when it's convenient for him. This is happening to me right now. A man is texting me when it's convenient for him. He's calling me when he has a break in his day. This is not a green light because it just happens to work for him when it works for him. He's not making time for me. The second thing is he talks about the future in these very hypothetical plans. He says things like, we should go there, or when I come over and give you that back rub. But nothing ever has a date or a time attached to it. He's just future faking. Because all of this vague talk, it costs him nothing, but it keeps you hopeful without requiring him to commit to a damn thing. The third thing is that he is more affectionate when you pull away, or you set a boundary, or you're like, you know what, I'm done playing these games, I'm gonna block him. And you think, oh, he likes me. No, he doesn't like you. He's not into you. He's not missing you. This is just him reacting to the loss of supply, the validation, the attention, your energy, knowing that he's being wanted. That's an ego response. It's not a heart response, trust. The fourth sign is that he just doesn't introduce you to the people in his world. He keeps you in this little compartment because a man that's really cherishing you, he'll want the whole entire world, his whole entire world, to know about you. And he talks about you and he wants to introduce you to them. And the fifth sign that he's choosing you, but is not actually cherishing you, is that if he's keeping his options open elsewhere, he's still on the dating apps, or he's oddly close to his ex. He has this like just in case mentality versus the man that cherishes you. Trust me, he is not going to have any other women lingering around. And if you ask him to, you won't even have to ask him to block or not follow because he'll have already done it because he cherishes you. Now, none of these signs alone are a death sentence. But when you see 2 or 3 of them together, this is not a slow burn love story. You're just looking at a man who has chosen the version of you that is useful to him right now. Now, here's something that confuses a lot of women. Why does a man stay with a woman who treats him poorly for years? I mean, she's really bad to him, when he could easily go out and find someone that treats him like a king. And it's not just one reason specifically, but I will tell you, this man is smitten with her specifically. He likes her laugh. He likes her face. He likes the way she exists in a room. He is captivated by this specific woman. And he tolerates all sorts of things. Abuse, neglect, verbal abuse. I mean, just all the horrible things. Because the opposite in his mind is not, I'll get a woman who treats me with respect and kindness and love. The alternate is that he won't have her, this specific woman. And that feels absolutely unacceptable to him, even when staying is clearly a terrible choice. This is when an intense, involuntary infatuation can override logic and common sense and really rational judgment about what's going on in a relationship, assuming he has any of those traits to begin with. And this explains why a lot of relationships make 0 sense, zero, from the outside. And I'm saying all this to just distinguish between a man being loyal and then you being cherished. They're not the same thing. And sometimes if he never leaves, you assume that he must love you, but that's not always proof of a healthy relationship. Sometimes it's actually just the opposite. Now let's discuss what it looks like when a man actually cherishes you. He's going to remember the small things about you, not because he's trying to impress you, but he actually is so interested in you and he cares about you. So all the little details, you won't have to keep reminding him over and over again. He's also consistent even when there's nothing in it for him. He keeps showing up over and over and over and over and over and over. He also makes plans, not empty promises. Huge difference. He puts dates on the calendar and he talks about you in the future that require actions, not just words. He respects your no. This is a huge one. He respects all of your boundaries and he doesn't push it with you because, again, he cherishes you. And you feel calmer around him, not anxious. And this might be the biggest one because you don't wonder where you stand. Being cherished feels like exhaling. It's nice. And listen, it's not your job to decode a man's psychology. If you're trying to decode the way a man thinks, well, you've got bigger issues. And it's not your job to convince a man to cherish you. All of those videos, 3 ways to get a man obsessed with you, freaking trash. He either is captivated by you or he's not. And no game is going to manufacture that feeling. And he knows this when he sees you, full stop, before you even speak. You don't have to do a damn thing. And here's what I want you to walk away with. Women carry this enormous amount of energy and nurturing and love that they oftentimes pour into a man that hasn't earned it, and into a relationship that has no future. So before you spend an ounce of your energy trying to figure out if a man cherishes you, how about this? How about you pour that into yourself? Put it into your health, your rest, your friendships, your career, your creativity, the things that make you feel like the best version of yourself. Because when you cherish yourself first, you stop being available for men who are just going to choose and use you. Do you see the difference? You develop a baseline of how you're going to be treated because you're already providing that treatment to you. And anything less becomes obvious to you immediately. And you become cherished, man or no man. And that is the goal. That is the prize. That is the good life. So don't mistake being chosen for being cherished, because they're not the same thing. One is lovely and one is healthy, and the other will ruin your life.